I'm a zoo, and my partner is the love of my life, and
It's a dog!
you know, I love.
Viewer discretion is advised. Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Let me do the intro here. Welcome. We are going over a zoophile named Sappho. This is a video made and produced by Turkey Tom, one of my favorite commentator YouTubers. So we're going to start this off, and we're going to get into why Sappho is deranged, why Sappho has some kind of predilection towards younger children to hypnotize them over VR and have sex with them in VR, and then also lure them into a Discord. And why the hell does she like to have sex with her dog? Let's get into this real quick.
And I want to clear the air and say that, for the record, I am a zoophile.
That's my exact reaction. Yeah, VR predator. Cody,
the following video is going to contain some of the most disturbing content I have ever talked about on my channel.
Alright, so this is the individual, Hypnotist Sappho, a zoophile, who basically goes into VR. And I'm going to let Turkey Tom take it away on exactly what she did, and we can comment and talk and discuss about how it is so fucking disgusting.
Outspoken beliefs on this topic.
So I'm pretty sure that most furries who have seen any video about this Hypnotist Sappho person know what has been going on.
Sappho's YouTube videos throughout 2021 featured VR chat hypnosis, during which she would mock hypnosis practices.
Fall, I need you to answer me right now. I'm putting you on the spot here. Literally. Do people do this? Do people in VR chat genuinely believe that hypnosis through that works? No, Fall. It's not the furry community part. It's the part of hypnosis in VR chat. Have you heard anything about that? You don't know? I thought you were the expert in VR chat here.
Within the realm of a 3D simulation. Her channel went relatively unnoticed until an upload from September 2021, titled Coming Out.
Too bad she literally got 5,000 people to support her, just in general, with this stupid fucking... How do you hypnotize someone in VR chat? There's no sensory connections. You can't look the other person exactly in the fucking eyes. There's a lot of steps to hypnosis. It's sensory, it's literally a sensory overload situation. You can't do that in VR until you're actually able to feel things in VR, until there's actual sensory connections. That is absolute insanity to me. What the fuck? Who believes that you could be a hypnotist in VR? Fucking crazy people.
About things. At almost 40 minutes in length, this video is her coming out about her sexual attraction to dogs. Even beyond a simple confession, she also attempted to justify the abuse of animals.
I'm just not going to give the opportunity for a Sappho exposed kind of...
Too bad that's exactly what happened, lady. You literally exposed yourself saying that you have sex with your dog.
Video. And I would rather suck the air...
You'd rather suck that dog's dick
out of the sales of the Ransonas, and instead of letting this sort of thing build, just be open and honest about myself and my beliefs. I am a zoophile.
Okay, I'm gonna look up the exact definition of a zoophile so I don't fuck it up here. Zoophile. Okay. Some results may be explicit. I don't care. Ew! The minute you type in zoophile on Google, the first thing is a website that is literally just zoophile porn. Oh, gross. I don't want to see that. Actual definition of a zoophile is just literally just a person who is sexually attracted to animals. There's no in-depth definition. There's nothing extra to that. Like, I'm pretty sure furry has a lot more of a definition than zoophile. I'm like 90% sure that furry has like 3 or 4 different kinds of definitions, but zoophile is just like, yeah, they fuck their animals. Dude, I literally cannot fucking stand that I'm doing this already. I already don't want to watch this. I already don't want to comment on it. I don't want to do this. Why? I don't understand how you get sexually attracted to your animals, dude. Like, I don't look at Chef and go, that's a nice looking pussy right there. Ooh. Yeah, I don't do that. I'm like, hey, you're dumb. I love you. Stop eating the garbage. Like, I don't understand people's sexual attraction to animals. And I never fucking will. Like, if that gets me canceled in the future, like if in the future it's normalized or whatever, I don't give a fuck, man. You have sex with your dog, cat, small animal, bird, I don't give a shit. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. That's a completely different genus of animal that does not have the proper equipment to handle human sexual relations. I need you to see exactly her own words for this shit. I am more attracted to dogs. Let me go back a little bit for you. I am a zoophile.
You did not mishear that.
She obviously is just like, yeah, I fuck animals. That's it. That's literally it. You know the rules, and so do I.
I am a zoophile. I do not have a thing for humans.
How? I understand asexuality. I do. People that aren't sexually attracted to anyone, that makes sense. 100%. I understand that. I sympathize with it and I understand. And to be honest, there's nothing wrong with people with asexual preferences that are just not sexually attracted to people. But the minute that you start fucking your animals, there is a line. There is a line to be crossed. There is a line to be fucking crossed. And you do not cross that line to fuck your dog, your bird, your cat, your hamster. I don't give a shit what you're fucking. You do not fuck your animals. Period.
I am more attracted to dogs.
I hate that.
Like German Shepherds. Zoophile.
True, or get fucked by it. Fair enough. Fair enough. You are correct. Should have added that point in. Thank you, Fall.
Zoophile are among the most caring and loving people towards animals.
Nope, you're not a caring and loving person because you're basically sexually abusing an animal that doesn't know any better. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. An animal cannot give consent in the sense of what humans consider consent. Animals just fuck. They do it. They just go and do it. Consent is different. I don't know why you think that this is love towards an animal. This is not. This is not. Your sexual depravity is getting in the way of actual logical points.
Animals and their mates.
This quickly got a lot of attention, having racked up 700,000 views and counting. And as sad as the following statement is, the idea that someone would defend such a thing is not unheard of online. Many such cases exist. But for someone to be so open about it was truly baffling. No one even had to expose her. She did it herself. Following its release, YouTubers, forum users, and fellow users on Kiwi Farms.
Ah, the good old Kiwi Farms! Bruh, Kiwi Farms is the place for lolcows. If you guys need, like, to learn about the worst of the internet or the weirdest of the internet or anything Chris Chan related, just go to Kiwi Farms. That website will either completely destroy your outlook on the internet or it'll make you a more informed person for what kind of content creators are out there and how to avoid certain kinds of content creators. Or just in general, like just people. They hunt down everything. They are like the ultimate Reddit detectives. Have you guys been on the Reddit detective subreddit? It is the funniest shit on planet Earth. Some of them are genuinely like looking into actual crimes. Kiwi Farms just collects information on like famous people or lol cows. So they're like, maybe they're the exact opposite of the Reddit people, more in depth.
In one of the site's best threads to date, giving a very detailed history on her sordid past. Full credit goes to their extra helpings of internet autism. Seriously, their work gathering and compiling this information cannot be praised enough.
Hold on. I feel like we can read this. Let's go back a little bit. I feel like I can read a little bit of that. When later confronted on this point by YouTuber Coyote Lovely, Val lied and gave 2 different answers for moderation purposes, then switched to accusing Blue of abusing their mod powers to give themselves what
Seriously, their work gathering and compiling this information.
I realized I met a shit ton of content creators on VR chat and they seem to be normal, and then suddenly you got those people. Yeah, no, like that's the problem, is that like there are a lot of great content creators and a lot of good people on the platform. I'm not saying all of them are. I'm saying that the internet will always produce something either incredibly horrid, like the Rogers meme. I don't want to say his full name. There's also the situation of, yeah, me, I'm all right. I'm a good content. I feel like I'm not one of these fucking psychopaths that abuse. Like, I know I'm not one of these fucking people. Like, I'm not a good content creator. I'm not a good content creator is basically what my sentence is. But, like, I genuinely cannot understand how some people... I'm not a good content creator. I'm a good person. I would never go out of my way to create a Discord call to convince kids that they like to fuck animals and then convince them to join my Discord to lead them on a sexual adventure of animal fucking. Yeah, no, that's not me. No way. I'm not Lion Maker. I'm not none of those people. None of those fucking people. But I'm not saying I'm a good... In the context of making good content, no. I'll admit it. No. I need to learn a lot more before I start making actual good content. This is my cringe phase, and I'm here for it, and I'm enjoying it. I get to get drunk on stream and basically do a lot. I don't give a shit. That's the best part of not having, like, a massive fan base. And to be honest, if you do get a massive fan base, that's also the fun, is that that fan base understands who you are. And, like, they don't hold you to, like, this ridiculous standing if you're just open and honest about yourself. Which I feel like a lot of content creators are lacking now, is that they're not authentic. I know PewDiePie is still authentic. No, I'm not going to be a VR chat streamer, Fall. Sorry. I kind of like the variety aspect too much, dude. I love you as a viewer. I just don't see myself doing full-time VR-only chats. I mean, VR-only streams. That's just not me, dude. That's just not me. I like talking. I like doing this. I like VR for me. Yeah, no, I just want to be honest with you. Because, like, this is the thing, is that VR, to me, is fun, but also at the same time is a very dangerous place, a.k.a. this individual. Fuck, Sappho. Let's see if I can read any of this. Well, I do have follow-up questions regarding your server, if you're willing to answer those. Yes, it would be fine. I allow people who are 16 and above to be in the server, but only give the ability to make people who can verifiably prove with ID that they're 18 plus. My server is not usually focused and all explicit channels which cannot be unlocked without that role. Also explicitly state you must be 18 plus to enter. I am literally trying to read whatever these blurs are, and it is impossible. I also have a couple... I can't read that word, even with the glasses. Couple what? Couple what? I can't read that. Which are only safe for work. All right, I have a question regarding your moderation. Okay, so we already read that. Let's get into, like, what exactly is going on outside of just her being a dog fucker.
Cannot be praised enough here. My video would not be nearly as comprehensive if not for the accessibility of that thread. So without further ado, let's find out just how depraved the internet's latest dog fucker truly is. On the surface, the only egregious thing on Sappho's channel is her video where she comes out as a proud zoophile. But upon...
Can we all just realize something real quick? So you see, so I'm going to show you the channel right here. So I'm going to teach you something about YouTube. The analytics, in the event of a major jump in viewership, right, means that your other views based on your controversy and what you post is going to increase viewership traffic. An example, 4.1K, 5.6, all the way to 7.3. The highest video before this one that I can see here, at least in this page, is 25K, is Cuddle Time Trigger, which you guys can't see because my face is in the way. The minute she comes out with this, she didn't gain massive subscribers, but she gained a larger viewership because they were waiting for her to do that. I half believe, genuinely, this is my own take outside of the Turkey Tom thing. She did that, even though it was probably going to get exposed in the future, she did that to increase her relevant footprint on YouTube. Because that is such a fucking crazy thing to genuinely expose yourself for. That's the part that blows my mind. That she did that as a way to basically expose herself and then in tandem expose herself to the YouTube community even more and get a higher footprint SEO wise, which is fucking insane to me.
Digging into her activity on other sites during their release, it quickly became apparent that her behavior in these videos is reflective of some much darker tendencies. In the summer of 2021, Sappho began spending a lot of time on VR chat, practicing her own unofficial version of hypnosis on a number of players in-game while donning—
There is no hypnosis! You can't hypnotize people in a non-sensory game! You can't do it! You can't do it! God, people that fall for this shit are the people that like believe in the fucking fortune tellers that go, oh, your palm hand? Yeah, you're gonna die in a year.
Furry avatars. While it's not necessarily apparent in some of these videos, this hypnosis is actually one of her many kinks. What we see on her channel is simply a—
Bruh, imagine being hypnosis being a kink. Isn't that kind of creepy? Hypnosis is a kink. Isn't hypnosis to get full control of your subject and have them follow whatever direction that you want them to? Or to basically use it as a therapeutic tool? Isn't that what hypnosis is? That is creepy. Like, everyone's got their kinks, but like some kinks push it too far. This one, in my opinion, if she's actually good at hypnosis, if she was to meet these people in real life, which later on in the video you're going to find out that they did, that is, to me, that is incredibly creepy. That you're using your powers of hypnosis to do that.
A very tame, safe-for-work version of this. Through messages from users who were involved, we can see them commenting on the fact—
And honestly, she said a few times that her therapy sessions have gone into sexual situations, and I'm like, wow, you don't keep those two things separate. That's not good. Thank you, this random comment that 100% basically gets my point across.
That her enjoyment seems to go above that of a mock hypnotist. Later messages and public comments have her claiming that she's not actually—
Let's take a look at that. Not a bad video, though there were some parts I felt inaccurate or biased. In particular, you saying I was lying because I was a therapist to someone in a conversation with someone. I cannot believe these people that write these weird-ass fucking rants. They can't punctualize. They can't use punctuality. They can't use a comma. With someone who also practices hypnotherapy. The Google definition of therapist is a person skilled in a particular kind of therapy. I do not claim to be a licensed therapist, as I said. Legally, you do not need a hypnotherapy certification to practice in most states, especially if it's recreational, though I'm working hard towards that. Obviously, you should not get it. You should not be allowed to get it. You should be barred from whatever, like, weird little council handles hypnotherapy people. I don't know. I feel like it's just a council of wizards that pretend that they know how to do magic is the ones who handle hypnotherapy. Next, that message about the not stuff happening during a session was with someone that was completely consenting to it beforehand, but I didn't expect it to be doing it that night. It was certainly lewd, but I still think it's a bit of mischaracterization to say it's a fetish. Bro! It's definitely a fetish. Why would it turn sexual if you're using hypnosis and then it turns sexual? That is a fetish. That is a fetish. You are using your skill for a fetish. More difference of opinion than anything. My mod staff is now all 18 plus and verified. See that? Let's dig in, Fall and others, into the idea. My mod staff is now all 18 plus. Wait, let's reread that again. My mod staff is now all 18 plus. Let's reread that one more time. My mod staff is all 18 plus. You have a not safe for work Discord server. You have fetishes of hypnosis. You are a zoophile that talks about having sex with your dog. And you're telling me now, whenever this context is, whether it's a year ago or this year or whatever, you're telling me now. But before there were mods that were under the age of 18, there were minors running your not safe for work situations. There were minors in your Discord that were mods. Mods, mind you. Because you can't control everybody in the Discord. But what you could do is you can control your mods. Your mods are the people that handle everything. Your mods are the ones that basically help you out, keep control of the server. If you have a not safe for work Discord, there shouldn't be minors in there. There shouldn't. Like, if you just have a Discord for a community of people to, like, follow up on videos when you're streaming, you know, post memes and shit, nothing sexual, you still shouldn't have a mod under 18 because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You shouldn't. Like, I don't understand how people can put kids in charge of shit like that. Like, I understand that there's, like, some outliers, but still, you should at least have adults handling your actual servers. This woman, who is definitely out of her fucking mind and needs some kind of, like, crazy person pills, use that to her advantage, and you're going to see why later on. For the rest of the conversation, I was actually pleasantly surprised you weren't trying to slander me as badly as those groups of people trying to hurt me, literally. Oh my god. Cry me a fucking river, lady.
Interested in it as some kind of fetish play. But given some audio released of her encounters during this time, it's pretty clear that she was getting off to it. And, as with pretty much all degenerate behavior online, most of this was also occurring via conversations on Discord.
Of course. Discord. Ugh, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Come on, man.
Sappho would join furry servers on VR chat, such as Furry Talk and Chill, where she would attempt to meet as many people as possible, who she could...
Okay, can I be honest here? Can I be genuinely honest? Like, I'm not memeing. I'm not shitting on the furry community. I'm actually gonna say something positive about them. Their avatars are pretty sick. I'll admit it. The ones in VR chat are pretty cool because that's like that's a lot more believable. Like you're in a VR world and all that bullshit. I don't understand the mascot shit in real life, but their avatars are cool. I'll say it. They're fucking cool. And you have a problem with that? That's on you, buddy. I'm not going around dressing up like that shit in VR, but I'm not gonna shit on them either.
Could then add on Discord and engage in roleplay with at a later date. One of these people was a fellow furry who went by the username Gray. The catch here being that Gray was just 16 years old, while
bro, 16 years old. Even the avatar looks young. This is not a good clip. This does not make her look good.
Sappho was 21. She got in contact with Gray over Discord, and their conversations became intimate. Once these became unsatisfactory,
mind you, everybody, this is a 16-year-old speaking to a grown woman. A 16-year-old speaking to a grown woman. Not like a 17 or 16-year-old talking to a 16-year-old. This is literally like a fucking full-grown woman speaking to a 16-year-old. That is disgusting.
Two called in VR chat to simulate the same acts.
All right, let's read some of these. Be safe, my little angel, and sleep well. Good boy. Fuck. That hits different. Night. I'm gonna throw up. Anime waifu. Night pup. Oh my fucking god. Pup, bro. Pup. Come on. Oh, I hate reading sexting. Let's all collectively come together on this. A 30-year-old woman is speaking to a 16-year-old boy and calling him I'm gonna throw up in my mouth saying this out loud. I really am. I'm gonna throw the fuck up saying this out loud. Calling him pup. Pup. I don't. How do you? How do you unironically say that? How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you genuinely do it? I don't get it. I don't. Like, I understand kinks. I like kinks. I like little weird shit in my life. I'll admit it. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. I think she's actually in her, like, late 20s to early 30s. I think that's where she's at. Like, there's a certain age range that is just unacceptable. And I think she's in that fucking age range. But, like, I don't... she called him pup. Bro. I thought you were only listen, Sappho, I thought you were only sexually attracted to animals, but, obviously you're sexually attracted to fucking kids, too. Good job. Good job. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. The police are on you, Sappho. I know that this is old drama, but now the cop is coming in.
Later on, Gray came...
Okay, dear. Well, after school, then. Have a good day at school. Let's hang in VR later if you're okay with it. All right, then I guess. So you're going to try and go against my reputation?
Came to the realization of how disgusting everything they had been engaging in was, given the 5-year age gap between the two. Word spread in Sappho's community, as well as with
5-year age gap? So, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 21 to 16. That's fucking weird. That's weird. That's fucking weird.
Many people she had been interacting with on all of these VR chat servers.
I correct.
Once the admins were made aware that she had met a minor on the platform and then lured them to private messages to sext them, they swiftly took action and banned her. Things ended between Gray and Sappho as they ceased conversations. She was permanently banned from the VR chat community, even kicked from the official Discord, but no one really knew who she was. She hadn't faced any actual repercussions for her actions outside of a few server bans. This would bring her to a crossroads. Clearly, she was receiving some backlash for her behavior, but at this point, her actions had not earned her infamy. She could cease these conversations with strangers online, or continue them. The video was not over yet, so you all know what happened. Now banned from her primary venue for meeting prospective...
So basically, I did not know that you could actually get banned in VR chat. I thought it was just the Wild West still, but, you know, Fall's obviously going to correct me with my statement. So basically, she gets kicked out of VR chat in the furry community area. Where do you think she goes next?
Role players, Sappho decided to create her own community for meeting fellow furries. Called Mama Sappho's Hypnotherapy Server, it was advertised as a place to meet new people, although much of the conversations there came down to just roleplay. Curiously, despite the very sexual...
No, Schwatty, no, bad. Leave Chef out of this.
Nature of the server, the age requirement to join was merely 13 and up.
Can you believe that? It's a not safe for work Discord, but somehow still allowed 13 and up individuals. 13 and up. A not safe for work sexual server for hypnotism sex allowed 13 and up individuals. Let's read some of the Discord comments, shall we? Yes, that would be fine. I allow people who are 16 and above to be in the server, but only give the ability of the not safe for work role to people who can verifiably prove with ID they are 18 plus. My server is not sexually focused, and all explicit channels which cannot be unlocked without that role also explicitly state you must be 18 plus to enter. I also have a couple of zoo channels on my server which are only safe for work content. Can we... How is a zoophile channel safe for work? How is a zoophile channel safe for work? Explain that to me. I want an explanation. I want it right now. That is not safe for work. Imagine you're hanging out at fucking your lunch break after a long day at the Tesla factory, after Elon Musk takes over the world, after buying Twitter. Elon Musk is now he is the Giga Chad daddy. Let's all just pretend that's the future. You're sitting at lunch, hanging out at the Tesla factory, and you start listening to zoophile content where they're just like, yeah, you know, I really like fucking my German Shepherd. It's really fucking cute. You know, I like the face that it makes. Bruh, you're gonna tell me that that's safe for work? You're talking about fucking your dog and fucking animals. God damn it.
Sappho's defense for this at the time was that the NSFW channels were only made available for those 18 years of age and up. She even claims to be requesting ID for those who claims to be 18 in order to give them access to those channels. Despite this, a 17-year-old moderator would end up having access anyway, clearly not only breaking her own server rules, but also Discord TOS. While all of this happened closer to the middle of the year, it was partially documented in a YouTube video from a user named Joe Kuhn.
Notice as well that
Shwani,
Blue is
stop.
able to
I know
talk
you're
in the
memeing.
NSFW chat.
But I'm posting this somewhere
Moderation
else.
powers
Chill.
are given to a minor in a server that has NSFW content. We also have a screenshotted interaction with Blue and Sappho in her server that is highly questionable in nature, where we see Sappho sharing a photo of a censored...
Oh, guess what, guys? Guess what? Guess what? You want to know what that photo is that I definitely can't show you? Anatomically correct dog's dick. Censored for your personal sanity. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you, Turkey Tom, for fucking doing that, or whoever posted this video. Joe Kuhn. Joe Kuhn, thank you for that. Thank you for censoring a actual dog penis in a Discord conversation. Thank you. What are the what did Sappho write after this? May or may not have ordered one of these from Eclipse Art. Dog penis dildos. Dog penis dildos. Have you seen a red rocket? It does not look appealing. It does not look like something that I would shove inside myself. I do not understand the zoophile community. I want to throw up in my mouth.
dildo. A dog penis-shaped dildo.
Having seen the video, Sappho decided to leave a comment down
I'm gonna get TOS'd on the stream. Yeah, you fucking will. Stop.
below responding, which feels kind of weird. Many of these receipts are either insane speculation, forged, or hearsay. I still don't see hard evidence to back any claims made, and the fact a 17-year-old Canadian who had head moderator privileges got access to those chats is a yawn at best. Also, no not safe for work zoo content has ever been present on that server, unless you stretch the meaning of feral, furry artwork. Instead of outright denying some of the more damning claims within the video, Sappho decides to simply allege that there's no proof before downplaying what was evident from the screenshots. This brings us to September.
No proof. But there's no proof. Guys, obviously, that is the thing here. There was no proof. There was no proof. There was no proof. No proof. Yet there are screenshots! Sometimes screenshots can be doctored, Chris. You fucking idiot. Some of them can be fake. Some of them can be fake. I don't think in this case.
Just a week before the video that got so many eyes on Sappho was posted, she created some new channels in her existing server, specifically dedicated to illustrations of bestiality, while everything she'd done before hadn't.
Imagine having a Discord page specifically designed to show animals getting fucked. I just can't believe that.
Quite alerted members of her community to her nature, this was sure to perk up some ears. Get it? Because they're dogs. One of her moderators from the server decided to message her to see why she decided to create this channel. While she attempted to dodge the question initially, later on she revealed a bit more about herself and how she really feels on the topics of zoophilia and bestiality. Alright.
I have one final question before we part ways. What do you mean when you said that you believe that zoophiles were somewhat misunderstood due to the zoo Satan thing? That's a whole nother video. I'm gonna be honest. So the zoo Satan thing is completely. I can't show that video on stream. I can't do it. Like, there's so much deranged information that I'm pretty sure Twitch would get fucking mad at me if I showed that on stream. But that video is fucked. Like, I can't even describe half of the shit that this person did. I literally can't. It makes me throw up in my mouth, like, a little bit. Actually, it almost made me throw up, actually, like, on the ground, like, the things that I was hearing, like, what was going on with puppies and fucking kittens and shit. Because of the horrible stuff that happened with zoo sadism, people conflate zoophiles with sadists and fetishists. Why? It is a fetish! You're fucking your dog! It's a fetish! I don't... You are sexually attracted to your dog. I understand that's a sexuality. It's not a fucking... a good one. It's not good. Obviously, the caption's meant to say zoo sadism, but the automatic caption spelled it as suidism. Zoo sadism. But, like, how are you denying that is a fetish? How are you denying that? You fuck your dog. You fuck animals. Stop it. I have my opinions on the matter. If you really want to part ways, though, that's your choice. You made the right choice.
Because of the horrible stuff that happened with zoo sadism, people conflate zoophiles with sadists and fetishists. She went on to proclaim herself as a therapist, basically trying to tie her view on the subject to that of someone who wants to...
You are not a therapist, lady. You have not been approved by the board of wizards that handle hypnotherapy. I'm genuinely convinced. Prove me wrong. I am genuinely convinced that the group of people that are a part of whatever community that approves therapists for hypnosis they think they're wizards. They think that they think they can use magic and that they're fucking wizards like in Harry Potter. I genuinely believe that.
To help and understand others. In this case, those others would be dog fuckers. She then decides to send a link.
Okay. This is something that I'm actually gonna pose to the chat. I'm gonna pose this to the chat. No, seriously, I'm gonna pose this to the chat. All right, boys. We're watching this video, and I'm giving my take on it. But did you know that there's a podcast specifically for people that have sex with their animals on YouTube? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? I didn't until this one. It's called Zooier Than Thou. Wow, I can't read. Hypnosis psychology is illegal. Yeah, so there's definitely like an illegal group of wizards running around giving people doctorates or some shit. But so I'm going to pose this to the chat. After we finish this, do you want me to include clips of the podcast about zoophiles? Bruh, do you guys want me to do that? Write one in chat if you want me to if you want to also have a reaction to the podcast that talks about zoophilia. Put a 1 in the chat if you want that. No? Nobody wants that? Too bad! We're doing it anyways!
To the Zooier Than Thou podcast. This is a show where dog fuckers get together to talk about all things related to dog fucking and proudly speak about abusing animals. It is genuinely hours upon hours of some of the most delusional and disgusting shit you can find online. It's a miracle to me that it's still on YouTube to this day. Although if I had to guess, not enough big YouTubers have screamed at them to delete the dog fucking podcast off their platform yet to truly care. And Zooier Than Thou is not...
That is the name. Nah, I ain't no bitch. Y'all just sensitive. This is my stream. I do what I want. Zooier Than Thou. Let me see if the channel's even up. Holy shit, it's still up. Look at this. It grew in a subscriber count from 3 months. A little more than 100 additional subscribers. I am not fucking my cat. Take that back. How many episodes is this? Okay, so it started a year ago. There's no way. Hold on. Oh my god! There's so many episodes! No! up. Oh, that's disgusting. All right, Turkey Tom, we're gonna give you more reactions, and then we're gonna go to the fucking zoo pedophile. Yeah.
Not a little-known name. While its subscriber and view count is relatively low, YouTuber Toad McKinley has covered the show and its hosts extensively in videos with hundreds of thousands of hits. Users on Kiwi Farms have extensively combed through material to dissect their identities and past. Among more, normal furries online,
This chat is the horniest chat on Twitch, outside of Amaranth's. Outside of Amaranth's chat, literally, between Nikita, Schwani, Fall, y'all are horny. Y'all need to bust a nut or something. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
the podcast is seen as yet another stain on their community, which reflects badly to the broader internet. It was at this point that this Discord mod, Matcha, cut ties with Sappho. Feeling the need to speak out,
All right, hold on. Let's read a little bit of this fucking Google Doc about Sappho. Hypnotist Sappho is a zoophile supporter. Hello, my name is Matcha. I fucking hate that name. And I'm very nervous to write this. However, I'm under the firm belief that this is the right thing for the following reasons. One, there are minors in the server. No shit. 16-plus-year-old minors, but still minors. Not in the not safe for work spaces, but I'm genuinely concerned for the minors involved safety, especially since the topic of the server is recreational and therapeutic hypnosis, which I believe minors shouldn't engage in. No fucking shit. Thank you. 2. Zoophilia and bestiality are crimes. Duh. I cannot stand idly by when I hold information that the main admin of the server supports zoophilia and supports podcasts such as Zooier Than Now. I can't fucking believe that's a real channel. With that being said, Sappho, under the YouTube channel as Hypnotist Sappho, supports zoophilic acts and the zoo community. I have DM proof that I can provide over DMs, which I initially left the server over drawn feral and bestiality porn. After occurring the knowledge that Sappho supports zoophiles, I need to post this. Oh, hold on, Turkey Tom, you're scrolling too fast for me. Where'd it go? Where'd the rest of it go? Where'd the rest of it go? No. I was mod of Sappho's Discord server, a public server to learn about hypnosis and hypnotism. Why? Why were you in there learning about hypnotism? It's not real. The server is about 3 weeks old, and I became a mod due to server drama where people were discussing about the age limit of the mods. Disgusting.
exposes her for supporting zoophilia and harboring a number of minors in her server, where illustrations and discussions of this subject are abundant. I was a mod of Sappho's
Discord. I can't talk. Discord server, a public server to learn about hypnosis and hypnotism. The server was around 3 weeks old, and I became a mod due to the server drama where people were discussing the age limit of the server. Yeah, okay.
Discord
Jesus
server,
Christ.
a public server to learn about hypnosis and age limit pornography, which
A not safe for work chat was created known as a not safe for work feral. Not safe for work feral was the feral pornography, which included drawn feral xanthro. What the fuck is feral xanthro and feral human? Okay, now we need to look that up. Thank you, Google, for existing. FERALZANTHRO. Okay. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Stop pausing so much. I'm sorry that this is a reaction stream and I'm handling it my way. Let's take a look here. What are feral anthros? I need a definition. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this. All right, non-anthro, full non-anthropomorphic, also known as non-morphic or fuck you, computer. Or feral is a furry term used to describe a fictitious character or persona. Is an anthropomorphic. All right, yeah, no, I'm reading it right now. Or persona that do not share almost any human characteristic traits associated with the full furry or anthro beings. Okay, so basically it's literally just an animal. It's not even like the mascot level. It's like literally I dress up like an actual dog. What's the other one? Anthropomorphized. Feral ex-human. Okay, feral ex-human is like regular furries. Okay.
Which included drawn feral ex-anthro and feral ex-human. My views of feral aside, I was deeply uncomfortable with some of the material I saw, which included a non-anthropomorphized dog raping a girl walking down the street in a non-consensual scenario, and a realistic drawing of a dog with its dick out. So I decided to leave the server.
Thank God you left the server. Thank fucking God, dude. For your own mental sanity.
I wrote a letter of resignation and left. But something stuck with me. When the topic went to zoophiles, Sappho said something along the lines that zoophiles were misunderstood. I wanted clarification on this, so I reached out the night after everything had happened. To summarize the convo, she said she supports the zoophile community and that being attracted to animals or doing the act isn't wrong.
Back now? Can I come back? I hate this video. I don't like it. I needed another beer because honest to fucking Christ, if I continue to watch this, I'm gonna slowly kill myself. Fuck me. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Is it wrong? Is it wrong? You having sex with your dog, is it wrong? You're a fucking psychopath.
Much of this account had been corroborated with DM evidence, and there was no reason to believe that Masha was lying about any of this. Word of Sappho's misconduct once again spread within her own community and those adjacent. She had been caught with DM proof admitting that she was a supporter of zoophiles. She had even linked a podcast which was heralded by fellow zoos as one of their main sources of camaraderie. Once again, Sappho was at a crossroads. She could delete her entire internet presence and go into hiding.
Please do, Sappho. Please do. I'm begging you. Just do it.
Or dig her heels in even more on this disgusting shit and deal with the backlash. This brings us all the way back to coming out about things. Her September upload, where she describes in detail her view of the topic and defends zoophiles. As with many degenerates,
How do you self-expose yourself for fucking your dog?
of this nature, she attempts to attach her own attraction to the LGBT movement, comparing her and fellow zoo enthusiasts.
Do not ever attach zoophilia to the LGBT movement. Do not do that. That is like when the pedophiles tried to attach themselves to that movement. You're out of your fucking mind. There is a clear division line that people will not accept, and that line is fucking animals and abusing kids. Fuck you.
To gay activists of years past.
And it's a lot like when homosexuals were coming out in the 1960s.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
During
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Those sorts of events. And I know that 99% of my viewers, my community, you don't have anything wrong with homosexuals or gay people. You support them, you support LGBT, nothing against them. Zoophiles are among the most caring and loving people towards animals and their mates.
You are fucking your dog! There is a massive difference between the LGBTQ community and fucking your dog.
We see animals as equals to humans, not as property or an object like in the eyes of the law and others.
Much of this video attempts to emotionally manipulate the audience, asking for them to be understanding and not cast judgment on something that they just don't understand. When, of course, no rational human being would be able to have their minds changed on the subject of bestiality.
I don't think any fucking person was swayed by this goddamn video to be like, yeah, you know what? Bestiality's fine.
even 1 inch. It should go without saying that it's disgusting, and those who practice it should be, well, not sure YouTube's terms of service would want me to give my thoughts on that one.
Same. I genuinely want to give more thoughts on that, but YouTube and Twitch will not like it.
Sappho attempts to draw a distinction between zoophiles and zoosadists. She claims that zoophiles are okay because they practice love and consent with animals, while zoosadists, such as Kiro the wolf, are the true monsters.
Zoophilia is often very misunderstood, especially because of certain very terrible people and what you may have seen in the news. And someone that I will not mention if you...
So that is a whole nother situation. The sadism thing, I brought it up before, but holy shit. If you genuinely like want to feel true sadness in your life, look up that situation that happened a few years ago. If you genuinely want to depress yourself.
You remember that situation with the zoo sadism leaks a few years back. Unfortunately, when people think of zoophiles, especially furries, that's the person that comes to mind.
Okay, first off, furries and zoophiles. It sounds like I'm trying to like defend the furry community here. I kind of am. I'm going to say it right now. This is the first time in my life I would ever thought myself, a police officer, an enforcer of the law, would defend the furry community. I don't know what to say to this. But there is a definitive difference between the furry community, who basically act and dress up like their animal personas. They still have sexual intercourse with human beings that believe their fur personas are matching and that they are animals, which... Let's remove that. I'm going to remove that entire conversation right there. I'm basically to say, hey, they're still people. They're people fucking people. Zoophiles fuck their animals. Done. That is the definitive fucking line difference.
That is the situation that comes to mind, and I'm talking about horrible abuses. They're fetishists and bestialists. I do not want them to be the face of the community, and they should not be the face of the community. Ethical zoos are not like that. Specifically, I and other ethical zoos follow what's called Zeta principles. Zeta being the Greek symbol, but also standing for zoophiles engagement, for tolerance and acceptance.
Judging from most of the comments, it didn't exactly work. I fear for the safety of that German Shepherd dog. The pain it feels inside is unimaginable.
Yes. I entirely agree with that comment.
You're why people are scared of us furries. Please never relate this to the LGBT again. The first 13 minutes of this video are her outlining her thoughts, but past that point, it transitions to a conversation between Sappho and one of her friends, where they discuss how he regularly abuses his pet German Shepherd.
You're my closest zoo friend and really helped me accept myself. In fact, you made a post on Zooville, and in that particular post, it was about you coming out about things, and you linked an episode of the Zooier Than Thou podcast about coming out. And that just really inspired me to make this video and to...
Can I just be real with you all real quick? German Shepherds, Huskies, Pit Bulls, Dobermans, all my favorite dogs. My favorite kind of dogs. I love Chef. I love Chef to death as a cat. I don't hate cats, but I love dogs. I genuinely do. I got Chef because I'm planning on traveling a lot in my life, and a dog is a lot more responsibility than a cat. He can handle himself. But when I hear that these people, and I'm going to say it, sexually abuse their dogs and other animals, I get I kind of want to throw the fuck up in my mouth. I really do. Like, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I'm fucking sick to my stomach even thinking about it.
Like, go forward with being more open about it.
I found this community and found the Zooier Than Now podcast.
In this recording, the forum Zooville is mentioned. The address linked, zoophileforum.net, is exactly what you would expect given what we've seen so far. Post after post justifying zoophilia and sharing personal experiences. How old were you when you first mated with an animal? What is the cost of caring?
Can we go back to that real quick? Where was that? Okay. I'm gonna show you guys something. How old were you when you first mated with an animal? 61% of the poll was under the age of 16. It's fucking disgusting.
When you first mated with an animal, what is the cost of caring for your animal partners per year? How, ideally, would you want your female partner to dress for a zoo encounter in your...
How ideally would your female partner dress for a zoo encounter in your presence? What the fuck does that even mean?
Presence. Page after page of revolting content posted by revolting people. Some of these people exclusively derive pleasure from encounters with animals. However, others, like the one interviewed in Sappho's video, believe that they are in love with dogs. The level of delusion is really hard to wrap your head around, and now there's an entire website for these people to hang out.
It's so much easier to just be at a point where I'm okay.
Absolutely.
And I can look myself in the mirror and say it. You know,
if this man wakes up and looks himself in the fucking mirror and says, I'm okay because I can fuck my dog, I don't give a fuck if you're comfortable with your sexuality now in this context. Zoophilia is disgusting. And you rationalizing that it's okay and then looking yourself in the mirror and saying it's okay is fucking abhorrent.
Love her romantically, physically. You know, that is okay.
No, it's not.
So too. And you know, it's really amazing to hear how you overcame that struggle and came to that realization and came to accept yourself for who you are.
It's just fucking sickening. This video really was the perfect concoction to outrage everyone. Sappho brings up older furry drama, necessarily tying it to the
I am a zoophile. I do not have a thing for humans. I am more attracted to dogs, like German Shepherds. If you are willing to stay and listen to my view and
No, I'm not.
We're going through it, though.
I don't think many of us are. We're not going to stick around for your view. And you posted this on 9/11? Oh, my.
No fucking way.
No, I'm not. I don't think many of us are.
Wait,
We're
chill.
not going to stick around for your view. And you posted this on 9/11?
Posted on 9/11. Oh my god. That's amazing. That's amazing. Posted it on 9/11.
Oh my goodness. This video is 36 minutes long. I don't have a ton of confidence that in 36 minutes you're going to say anything that makes anyone go, you know what? You're right. It's totally fine.
I myself even talked about this in a video on my other channel and expressed my general disgust with the opinions promoted in the video. The idea that someone would not only be attracted to animals, but actually be proud of it and feel like anyone should even be willing to entertain their ideas was shocking to say the least. Sappho had painted a target on her face, and in video after video, she was ripped apart. Mainstream attention was even attracted to the situation, with Input.com publishing an article about her, detailing how she was using sites like Twitter and Discord to build a community of vulnerable people. The more urgent matter is the significant link between pedophilia and zoophilia. There seems to be a hidden group of animal sex abusers who are really child predators. Edwards' research found almost a third of bestiality arrests involved sexual abuse of children under 12. There's a high number of people who have sexual interest in both animals and children. In this context, the intense devotion of Sappho's teenage fanbase is disturbing. Countless zoophile profiles, tweets, and fan art from minors who claim to be as young as 13 credit Sappho as an inspiration for their zoophilia.
How is that an inspiration? How is this individual an inspiration? I just... Where are the parents? This is the one time I will ever agree that parents need to, like, really monitor what the fuck their kids are watching on the internet.
Many refer to Sappho as mommy, and some appear to have committed self-harm in her name. She's recently been accused of child grooming. While those who aren't deranged criticized her, those frequenting Zooville and fellow Zoo podcasts saw it fit to embrace her as their greatest champion. Her Twitter account began growing a bit, where she would post tweets explaining how proud she is of coming out, and openly talked about specific dogs that she was attracted to. Tweet after tweet showed her proudly proclaiming her beliefs, and fellow zoos flocked to her account. While the negative attention had been, well, negative, she was now building a little cult from fellow dogfuckers that crawled out of the woodwork to talk about their feelings. Even as more and more severe allegations were made about her community, Sappho pushed on. She believed that individually, zoophiles were powerless, but with numbers, even over the internet, they could enact actual change. And she didn't just want to participate. Her citing of Stonewall riots, in which LGBT activists held a number of demonstrations in New York, was not.
You compare coming out as a zoophile as the Stonewall incidents. Oh my fucking god.
Not merely emotional manipulation. 1 month after her coming out video, she made another upload announcing her new organization, Zeta North America. She billed this as a way to promote inclusivity and tolerance for zoos. Within this video, she specifically alludes to the existence of Kiwi farms as well, and seems to take the all publicity is good publicity approach.
This is not good publicity. All publicity is not good publicity. You need to understand that whole saying of negative, like, all publicity is good publicity is a fucking lie. I don't believe in that statement. Anytime that someone says like all publicity is good publicity is not true. Bad publicity, yes, it will gain you a following. Guess who are going to follow you? The people that are as deranged as you. That is what you're getting. You're not getting good people that are different kinds of ideals and learning from each other and actually like a community. You're getting an echo chamber. You're getting an echo chamber of fucking psychopaths. I don't understand the aspect of good publicity is like all publicity is good publicity. I don't get it. Like, yes, you get more attention, but you're getting attention from the people that are gonna be criticized just as much as you.
Going as far as to smugly thank them for the notoriety they gave her.
People trying to post an address and say that it's mine everywhere and that sort of thing.
Doxing is not fucking okay. People that dox people are douchebags.
Especially some really toxic forums. Like some really fucking toxic forums that are trying to go after me. But I can't even be angry at those people, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I mean, I have a very good community of people around me now.
Meanwhile, she and her friends began posting promotional content on Twitter for her organization. This promise
Of course, she made her organization's mascot a German Shepherd. Of course. What else should we make it? Like, what else would she make it? I hate this.
promised to be a new frontier for zoophiles. They would band together to show the world that they were not afraid of who they were, and you know what? They weren't so bad after all. Just some weird guys who like to be weird, and hey, don't we all like to be weird? No, fuck off. However, the organization was very short-lived due to infighting with its members, as well as failure to officially file with the IRS as a tax-deductible agency. Just as it was announced, her dreams of some kind of zoophile rights organization fizzled out. But this minor setback didn't mean she couldn't continue building her audience and community. And that's bad enough on its own, but maybe we could at least take a little solace in the fact that she had decided to kick all the kids out of her community, okay? It was adult dog fuckers only, instead of vulnerable kids being dragged in that can be groomed by adults into thinking that it is okay to have sex with animals. But of course, it just has to get worse. One of the things specifically touched on in the input article is the fact that Sappho has had a number of incidents where minors, one claiming to be as young as 13 years old, have been lured into her Discord servers and private chats, where she then tries to convince them that they are attracted to animals and that that's just fine. The thing is, Sappho specifically tries to attract both adults and younger internet users to her community. The easier they can be preyed upon, the more attractive they are to Sappho.
I'm gonna say it because Turkey Tom, he'll say it eventually, I think, but I'm just gonna say it. Sappho is a predator. She needs to be locked up. She is a predator. Me as a cop is saying that Sappho needs the police to get involved. The police need to arrest her. I don't remember if they have already, but I'm saying it right here and now. She needs to be arrested.
In early December of 2021, Sappho came out to her followers on Twitter with a very emotional story. She claimed that a 13-year-old zoophile who she was friends with had taken her own life because she had been harassed by people online. Just yesterday, you apologized to me for bothering me, that you thought I was a cool person, and that you liked my voice, and I didn't respond. There is a reason we are doing this, to stop the harassment and bullying that leads to this. Julia, rest well now. And here we have a screenshot of her sending a picture of an angel and supposedly sending a beyond the grave message to this deceased child. In the following days, she posted a number of other tweets mourning the loss of this young person's life at the hands of zoo haters. She also used this as an opportunity to, once again, justify her positions on bestiality and promote the idea of...
Of course she would use this as an opportunity to promote this shit further. The death of a kid allows her to promote this shit more. She is deranged.
Tolerance for her group of people. After looking into this a little further, it was discovered that Julia does actually exist and is a real person, but she's far from dead.
I forgot that part. I forgot that she fucking lied about this dead kid. Oh, Sappho, you're a piece of shit.
Her TikTok account made a post saying that her parents had taken her phone away because they found some of the conversations she was having online, which, safe to assume, are not things any parent wants to find on their kid's phone. This made claims from Sappho that she would be attending the minor's funeral very weird. I mean, firstly, are we to believe that the parents of this child knew about her interactions with Sappho, and were totally fine with it before her death, and now, in the wake of her passing, had decided to invite the adult woman encouraging their child to have sex with animals over Discord to her funeral? Rest assured, she had an explanation. Sappho posits that the account was compromised by someone claiming to be her, some nefarious anti-zoophile hacker. Or maybe, better yet, the parents just lied about her being alive and she did pass away.
Your defense is worse than Quantum TV's for your shitty fucking Twitter takes. That the parents lied about their own daughter's death That is... I literally can't. I can't understand how you can even do that.
And they were now trying to cover it up or something? Given the lack of any information suggesting that this girl died, or that it had anything to do with cyberbullying some 13-year-old zoophile Twitter account, it was probably safe to say that she was full of shit. This would later be confirmed with posts from the minor where they said that they were totally okay, and even provided proof that they were who they said they were. Maybe this kid shouldn't be around their dog given the conversations they were having, but I digress. While it can't be completely confirmed, it's my opinion that Sappho intended to use the supposed death of this young girl as outrage bait. What better way to make it seem as if your enemies are detestable than to claim that their actions led to the death of a young girl? Whether she actually believed this minor had passed away or if she thought she was alive is unknown. Either way, she tried to use suicide as a way to manufacture outrage for people who are, rightfully, criticizing people who...
This video is making me drink more than I need to today. I'll be honest.
Promote bestiality. It's not unexpected, but it gives further insight into the length of her manipulation. And of course, Julia is far from the only minor Sappho had been regularly interacting with. Another TikTok user by the name of Serval had been seen in her TikToks interacting within VR chat, promoting her messages. If this person's age is to be believed, then Sappho is regularly interacting with 14-year-olds on a daily basis. With so many interactions between Sappho and minors publicly, especially considering the actual content she was promoting, but eventually she tends to talk herself around to admitting to being some other form of reprehensible. One term you may have heard floating around in YouTube videos and
What's
on
more
Twitter
reprehensible?
is map.
I'm the map.
The map?
The map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
Short for minor attracted person.
That is a pedophile. That is a pedophile. Pedophile. Minor attracted person. Pedophile. Easier word. Pedophile. Pedophile. Pedophile.
This term is an attempt for pedophiles to rebrand themselves to be more socially acceptable. Many of those self-identifying promote contact with minors and have, much like Sappho, tried to tie them...
I feel like the MAP community is treated just like the LGBT community. Not at all. Was in the past. Was in the past? You know what? I agree with that statement. You guys are treated like the LGBTQ community was in the past. But the problem is with that statement, you fucking pedophile, is that the LGBT community was wrongfully treated the way that they were, that they didn't deserve the hate that was coming against them, that they are human beings that only consensually have sex with adult and like-minded individuals of a mature age. You are pedophiles, and pedophiles will never fucking be accepted. Fuck you.
Themselves to the LGBT movement. Sappho posted a long thread on the topic of maps, questioning the validity of age of consent laws around the world. She ends by saying, I am attracted to some minors, but minors...
Beer can fell. There's some liquid on the ground. Give me a second, I have to clean that up. That just hearing that first sentence made me so fucking mad. Give me 5 seconds. I should have ate something other than a bruschetta sandwich. I'm kind of hungry. Fall, I just noticed your comment. If I ever see her getting her banned in VR, yeah, bro. If honest to fucking Christ, I don't condone harassment, but for this kind of person, yeah, if you see them in the furry community at all, or if you just see them wandering around with that VR avatar, I don't know, man. Report them.
minor specifically? No. In fact, my most recent partners were significantly older. I do not know if I would call myself a map. If so, then it's more like layers of an onion than a yes or no. I am mostly just a loving, guiding, nurturing motherly figure. She posted a later tweet promoting what she calls critical thinking on the topic. Sappho had always been lewd and very explicit, but much of these conversations had been relegated to directed off by misrepresenting.
Makes wholesome posts about random minor interactions with it. C. Sappho's grooming, groomer. This person is 14 and they felt safe and comfy to post that. Mentions a kiss. Oh, the horror. Yes, Sappho! You actually tweeted the You think this is a fucking gotcha tweet. It is not. You are literally admitting to the problem.
The situation, as always. She got even more hate for the deflection, but for the time at least, she didn't seem to care. With so many people talking about her irresponsible interactions with her young community, and the fact that she had clearly taken measures to specifically attract these people to her, not to mention her expressed open-mindedness to map acceptance, what happened next is something you could probably have seen coming. She's a pedophile.
Oh! Cody Cole. No shit, she's a pedophile. No fucking shit. Oh. Ew! What the fuck?
Her promotion of map activity and supporting of child grooming caused her account to be mass reported by Twitter users, and she was permanently suspended on the site. She had been officially deplatformed on Twitter, and while her YouTube channel did exist, it had become inactive for some time since she hid the Zeta organization announcements. It's been a wild ride so far, so I encourage you all to catch your breath for a moment. Maybe get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, take a shower to wash off all of the scum that your body has collected.
I genuinely
since being
will,
exposed to this
Turkey Tom.
information. It's only getting worse. Having been kicked from one of her primary avenues of attracting new members to her posse, she collaborated with a few friends to create her own little community hub via Mastodon, an open source social networking app that kind of functions as a bunch of smaller, isolated Twitters. Her own community is invite only, so she can carefully curate who enters.
If anyone, I pray to you, watches this VOD or knows or has a Mastodon account, please report this individual. Report them.
Despite
this is the one time I'm ever going to call to action a fan base. Like, find this person. Like, not IRL, but find them online and just get their account deleted. This is the one time I will genuinely call for action. If you have a Mastodon account, try to figure out how to report this person because they are a pedophile.
this barrier, plenty of interactions were leaked, painting a picture of her most deplorable community yet. Here, she once again talked about her less than digestible views on sex with minors, and felt more free to talk about dog fucking. It's no surprise by now that she's willing to admit her genuine thoughts on these topics, but it doesn't make the fact that she was caught talking to another minor any more easy to hear. Many had taken note that Sappho, who was once again 21 years of age, had been strangely close and affectionate publicly with a 16-year-old in her community named Kylo. The two were very flirtatious in tweets and
I'm tired. Sleep well, Kylo. Have sweet and lovely dreams. What?
even made suggestions at lewd content behind the scenes. As it turned out, behind the scenes, the two were dating and engaging in more of this furry VR roleplay and like hypnosis kink play. I fucking hate that these are strings of words that exist and describe real things.
I hate the fact that they came out of your mouth and that I am hearing them. Turkey. Thank you, Turkey Tom.
At the same time of her confession to being a map, Sappho and Kylo added taken to their Twitter bios. Many speculated that the two were in a relationship, and DMs from the time even showed the minor in question, stating that they wanted to keep the relationship as—
Hey, a lot of people are finding out you're dating Val. Are you okay? What's going on? Yeah, I'm all right. Don't tell people we're dating. If anyone asks, you don't have a clue about anything that's going on, okay? Okay. Because if I get doxxed and my mom gets notified about this situation, I'll get sent back to my abuser's house. Oh, shit. That's actually kind of fucked up. Ugh, God damn it.
secret, and clearly admitting to it. The minor even expressed work.
I'm decently stressed. I'm mostly worried about getting doxxed and getting outed to my parent as a zoo and people telling her I'm dating an adult, which you are. Do not put that in quotations. You were dating an adult. There's a lot of god-awful rumors about me, and if my mother and father were to find out about all of it, I'd just get kicked out, move back to my abuser's house, put in an inpatient, and more of the outcome of all this shit I'm worried about. Listen, dude, that's a fucked up situation you're in. Honest to fucking Christ, that you have to hide that shit out of fear that you're going to be sent back to your abuser's house. But you fuck your dog, and you did date an adult. That's not okay. Like, I understand you're a kid and you don't know any better, but fucking hell.
Time that they would be discovered by their parents, while also thanking Sappho for buying him a pizza. I wonder if it was cheese. Sappho attempted to hide the relationship publicly, despite clear indication that they were dating, by devising a lie. She would announce that she was dating another member of her community instead. That way, people would hopefully be thrown off the scent. Why she thought that this would actually work is anyone's guess. Less than 24 hours later, Kylo confessed publicly that the two were in a relationship.
I'm done, Val. We can't date anymore. I'm sorry. I can't do this shit. I'm so damn tired of it. I hated lying. I hated it all. I just want to go back to how things were when we didn't don't guilt trip me. I'm not going to fall for that bullshit. I'm not. I have to go through. Before you do, I'm not going to hurt myself. I was legitimately in love. If you really cared, you wouldn't have gotten me into this mess. You would have done what was best for me. I fucking hate admitting to myself that they were right. Are you being serious right now? That is the most manipulative shit I have ever heard. Are you being serious right now? She is manipulating this individual into doubting themselves. I fucking hate admitting myself that they were right. Are you being serious right now? I hate seeing you as that person. I don't want to. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
Kylo then released a number of direct messages between the two, which substantiated a few allegations. That the two had exchanged explicit images of each other, and that Sappho had been having conversations.
I can always tell them to tone it down if you'd like me to. It's okay. It's just, it's highly illegal, like Glitch is 13. Yeah, I know. I mentions that to them, and that you may just be trying to stay out of trouble. It's fucking... Oh, I don't want to read that. I don't want to read the last one out loud.
With another fan of theirs. This one was 13 years old. Following this, Sappho accused Kylo of backstabbing them and said that she had fallen in love with the wrong person. Message after message came out of her inappropriate interactions with minors, which were subsequently archived on Kiwi Farms. Hypnotist Sappho claimed to be going to a psych ward and stated that she would be there for some time. If true, at least she would be away from a computer or a phone where she could continue to spread her disgusting ideas and engage in these conversations at length. But, given the fact that she has shown herself to be a pathological liar, it really is a coin toss if this is true or not. In the fallout, Sappho was also partially doxxed when her Facebook page was discovered. However, those who leaked the information decided to censor essential details, meaning it may be hard to report her activity to the proper authorities. Sappho is in the military, and it's been claimed by some users that information about her wrongdoings reached back to another Air Force member, who reported it to her superiors. Supposedly, a court-martialing could take place, but for now, this is unverified. Looking back, it's kind of funny that at one point, Sappho actually loved the attention she was getting. She would often mock her detractors, posting what she saw as gotchas on Twitter. She even made a video where she made fun of those who criticized her and called her out and are disgusted by her, referring to them as haters over some dubstep. I hope at this point...
Why do people that do fucked up shit and get called out for that fucked up shit call people haters? I don't get it. Quantum TV... Sappho somehow turned into, oh, you guys are haters. You guys are just haters. Dude, Sappho, you spoke and sent and collected photos of minors. You fuck your animal, which is two crimes, 2 felonies right there. That is not people hating on you. That is people trying to expose your crimes. You're a fucking criminal.
point, it's hardly fun. With nowhere left to run, and
A fucking criminal that is now being caught up to by the police, aka me.
no faux position to hide behind, Sappho and her community now have to come to terms with her nature. In Sappho's initial coming out video, she referenced Kiro the Wolf, another furry who was outed as a straight-up evil individual and built a community.
Kiro the Wolf. I am never going to show that on my stream. It is too genuinely fucked up. If you want to learn more about Kiro the Wolf, go on Turkey Tom's channel, like, sub, and subscribe to him. Because that video about Kiro the Wolf is maybe the most deranged thing I've seen on YouTube outside of like the Omegle Cat Killer and a few other things. Like, it's pretty up there.
Community in his image. She tried to draw a distinction between her and him and claimed that she was not bad, while he and Zeusadis are actually the bad ones. Hopefully, all of this has shown that she is just as depraved in her own special way. I've been Turkey Tom.
That entire video is disgusting. I want to add my final points to this, and I don't even know what to say to this because my brain is literally just melted fucking bullshit right now. Let's start with point 1. Sappho, you are a pedophile, a bestiality abuser, and a criminal on both of those levels. 2, the fact that you tried to basically conjoin zoophiles and pedophilia, which I'm lumping that in there because you definitely believe it, is the same par of the LGBTQ community, is fucking disgusting. 3, you should not have a platform ever. You are a disgusting human being that has sex with animals and tries to create relationship with minors. 4, let me pull that back up. Where's that? This channel, The Zooier Than Thou, needs to be scrubbed from YouTube. It needs to be scrubbed. I do not want to watch or listen to this podcast. I'm going to be upfront with you. I thought I was going to put it in earlier. I genuinely don't think my brain can handle it anymore. But this channel, Zooier Than Now, needs to be eliminated from the YouTube sphere and the YouTube economy. The fact that this is a podcast for people to feel good about having sex with their animals is fucking disgusting. This channel needs to be eliminated. Eliminated from the YouTube community. These are my final thoughts on this drama. I no longer want to live anymore after watching that, and my brain fucking hurts. I genuinely hate this. This channel, and let me see, Sappho. I think I'm misspelling it, Sappho. Sappho channel. Oh shit. Is the channel gone? Okay, good. The Sappho channel is gone. That is good. That's a good first step. But that other channel needs to be immediately destroyed now. It needs to be nuked off the planet. This specific channel needs to be nuked off the planet. Again, not for deplatforming, but anything involving abuse of animals. This needs to go away. This needs to be eliminated by YouTube. The fact that they're that close to the partner program, if YouTube approves that their partnership is allowed, YouTube is a broken fucking website. And honestly, is just a place that is fucking disgusting. These are my final thoughts.